This is what Braun Strowman looked like the last time that WWE fans saw him on TV. It was at WrestleMania Backlash in May of 2021. Just a short time later, in June 2021, he would be released from the company. It was obviously very upsetting for not only fans, but for Braun Strowman. In his final appearance in WWE, Braun had a shaved head and a very dark beard. But Braun today looks very different, as he has decided to drastically change his appearance. Braun revealed his brand new look at a convention where he was signing autographs and taking pictures with fans. A lot of fans were shocked when they saw him at the convention because Braun always had a dark beard, but for whatever reason, he decided to color it. And when asked about why he decided to make the change, he said that it was because he was trying to distance himself from the Braun Strowman character, especially because he is not legally allowed to use the name Braun Strowman. Instead, he is currently using his real name, Adam Scherr. And he hopes that with this new look, fans will no longer say, hey, look, there's Braun Strowman. Instead, they'll say, oh, look, there's Adam Scherr. It's going to take a while before that happens, but that's what he hopes. So he not only has a new name, but he has a brand new look. Some people say it looks kind of reddish. It's a very light brown. But either way, Braun looks completely different compared to his days in WWE. Karrion Kross has decided to change his look. So Karrion Kross debuted on the main WWE roster in July 2021. He was then released a few months later in November 2021. I don't think there's anybody who can say that his time on the main roster was anything spectacular, and the outfits they forced him to wear didn't help. During a short run in WWE, Karrion Kross had a shaved head and a goatee. But today, Karrion Kross has changed his look. He now has a full head of hair, and he has gotten rid of the goatee and is now growing a full beard. Karrion decided to change his look because, unfortunately, he was very embarrassed by the way he was used on Monday Night Raw. And he had to figure out a way to make people forget about this horrible time that he had on the main roster. And one way to do that is to completely overhaul his look. But one thing that he knows for sure is he does not want to look like he did in WWE. Unfortunately, Keith Lee has gotten very old looking very quick. So the last time we saw Keith Lee in WWE, he was now going by the moniker Keith Bearcat Lee, and he had grown some facial hair, a very thin beard. He was a dark black, thin beard. And then he was released by WWE in November. But after being released, Keith Lee revealed that he has actually been secretly coloring his beard and hair. This is because Keith says that he is prematurely gray, and he's been doing this for many years, and he's always been embarrassed about it. Keith Lee is only 37 years old, and the average man doesn't go fully gray until they reach their 50s. But Keith Lee definitely has to be applauded for having the courage to reveal his true self. Lana has drastically changed her look since being released from WWE. So Lana was released from WWE in June 2021. Last time we saw her on television in WWE, she had blonde hair and she looked like the Lana that we came to know and love. But today, Lana has decided to color her hair black and drastically change her look. She says she did it for a movie role, and she will go back to being blonde once she's finished filming the movie. But right now, Lana has black hair, and to celebrate her new dark hair, on Halloween she even dressed up as Wonder Woman. Some fans like her hair with its new darker color. Other fans say, hey, we want the blonde Lana back. And there's a lot of rumors going around that she actually might keep this dark hair and join her husband in AEW. We'll have to wait and see what happens and whether she decides to keep her new dark black hair or if she goes back to being blonde. There is a shocking brand new update about Triple H. Sadly, Triple H suffered what WWE officials called a cardiac event in September of 2021, as something was seriously wrong with his heart. Since this happened, nobody has seen Triple H. He does not work for WWE anymore, as the company and him have parted ways. As we know, NXT has been taken over by Vince McMahon and head writer Bruce Pritchard, and Triple H has nothing to do with WWE anymore or NXT. The only connection with him and the company is that he's married to the boss's daughter, Stephanie McMahon. He has been fired by WWE, even though they haven't said that in those exact words. But if you look at what has happened to NXT, it's pretty obvious that Triple H no longer works for the company. We last saw Triple H in WWE on an episode of Monday Night Raw, which took place in January 2021, when he challenged Randy Orton to a match. This was during the days of the Thunderdome, and they had a street fight at the end of the show, and then he had his cardiac event. But recently, Triple H finally came out of hiding to do some charity work, and his new appearance shocked many fans. His hair was much longer, his beard has become very gray, and Triple H looks much different compared to the last time we saw him on WWE TV. Now, Triple H does look healthy in these new photos, but he does look much older. And it's great to see that he's healthy enough to get back to his amazing charity work. It's very interesting to see that Triple H has decided to stop coloring his beard, stop coloring his hair. You can see some gray now starting to come in on the hair on his head. And it's very encouraging that Triple H is now healthy enough to at least continue his charity work. But at the same time, it's also sad seeing how old Triple H now looks. So that brings us to the end of today's video. But before you go, leave a comment below and give me your thoughts about Triple H and Braun Strowman both changing their looks after being released from WWE. Leave a comment below and give me your opinion, and we'll see you next time here on Wrestling News Now. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.